Hello, welcome. I am Jill. Thank you so much for joining me today in my family room with Charlie and Fiona. This is a body weight workout that is perfect for a small space such as a hotel room or an apartment. There's no jumping. We have a 5x3 circuit, which is 5 exercises that we're going to do 3 times that are strength focused. And then we're going to end with a 4-minute Tabata that is cardio focused, but it's all going to be low impact, meaning no jumping. You don't need a mat for this workout. I happen to have my mat down because I don't like the way that my rug feels on my feet. But if you're in a hotel room or you're traveling and you're just in a space where you don't have a mat, you can roll out a towel or not use anything at all. We won't be laying on our backs and we won't be down on our knees. So go ahead and get music started if you like to play music in your workout. And if you have your mat and you want to get your mat rolled out, go ahead and grab it and then meet me back here and we'll get started. All right, friends, so each of these 5 moves is going to be done for 45 seconds with 15 seconds rest. And like I mentioned, we're going to go through that 3 times. There is not a warm-up included in this workout, so if you need to pause and warm up, go ahead and pause and warm up and then meet me back here. I am going to get the timer going, and our first move is going to be a bicycle squat. So bring your feet hip-width distance apart. We're going to squat down, and then we're going to bring opposite elbow or opposite knee towards opposite elbow. So don't think about shrinking yourself down to get the elbow to the knee. I just want you to bring your knee towards your elbow. So squeeze the glute of the leg that's supporting you as you come up out of that squat. And as you come down into the squat, imagine that you're pulling the mat apart with your feet. Exhaling as you lift and twist, and inhaling as you lower. All right. Our next move is going to be a reverse lunge with a knee drive. So I'm going to ground my left leg. I'm going to step my right leg back into a lunge, and I'm going to come up into a knee drive. So join me. Step the right toes back. Hover the knee just above the mat, or it can just sort of kiss the mat and then come up. And if you prefer, you can bring your arms down by your side, sort of in a sprinter position. So as the right leg comes back, the right arm comes forward, and then vice versa. Exhaling as you use your low abs to lift the knee, and inhaling as you come down. Fiona, she has this nervous habit of licking herself. Stop. All right, so now we're going to switch it out. Ground the right foot, and we're going to step the left leg back into that lunge. So left fingertips forward, and then right fingertips come up as the left knee drives up. So really getting a lot of work in that right glute. And then this unilateral work is really good for us. Our core has to work extra hard to stabilize us. And then, you know, most of life happens unilaterally. Walking is unilateral, running is unilateral. So it's good to train unilaterally. It's good to train bilaterally as well. Okay, next move, we're going to come into a plie. So heels in, toes out. Bring your hands to your chest, and then we're going to come up and come down in and out of that plie. So as you come down, make sure that you're pressing into the pinky edge of each foot to keep those knees tracking over the middle toes, and then come up. And if you'd like to add a little challenge as you come down, lift your heels and then come back up. I'm going to do the heel lift, making sure that those outer knees are pressing out, and then come up. So really squeeze your buns to come up. Make sure that your shoulders stay down and back in their sockets. All right, last move. We're going to come into a kneeling get up. So we're going to come down onto our knees. And then we're going to step up one foot and then the other. And then we're going to come down with the opposite knee. So just make sure that you're alternating the side that comes up each time. And then keep your chest tall and proud and your gaze forward, not down at the mat. Make sure that those cores are turned on. Your core, not cores. All right, so we're gonna repeat that whole thing 2 more times, starting with those bicycle squats. So toes, feet at 11 and 1, fingertips behind your ears. Make sure that your ribs stay knitted in, that we're not opening up our chest here. And remember, it's the knee that's driving towards the elbow and the elbow twisting towards the knee. So just like a bicycle crunch. All right, now we're going to come into that reverse lunge knee drive. So I'm grounding my left leg. And now that we're experts on this, maybe we can move a little bit faster. So it's my right leg that's going to be stepping back. And it can hover, that right knee can hover above the mat, or it can just kind of kiss the mat and then come up. Squeeze that left glute, hug that left quad to help bring you up. And then of course, the low abs, working here, hip flexors. So this is core and lower body strength, all in one. If you work out with me often, you know that I'm a big fan of movements that are compound, multiple muscle groups at the same time that really work our core without isolating our core. All right, right leg grounded. It's the left leg that steps back. And then think about keeping your head and your shoulders over your hips. So not leaning too far forward here. And then feet on railroad tracks, not a tightrope. And if you can pause at the top, that's awesome. So drive up and pause. Really press that right big toe into the mat. All right, coming into our plie. So this time, I'm gonna hold down at the bottom while I lift my heels and then come back up. And speaking of my feet, you might notice that I'm barefoot. I love doing body weight workouts without shoes on. It really gives your feet an opportunity to stabilize you. If you're wearing shoes, that's fine. Can you get a little bit lower? Bet you can. If you're doing this on vacation, I'd love to know where you're at. The holidays coming up, I'm going to be filming quite a few body weight workouts and some mini band workouts because a lot of us travel over the holidays and it's nice to continue your fitness routine while you travel. And this is an awesome way to get in and get out 20 minutes quick, right? Okay, so for those kneeling get-ups, so bring the sole of your foot onto the mat, press into all four corners of the foot to come up. Keep your gaze forward, not down. Nothing down there for us. So you really have to squeeze that glute and quad on the supporting leg. And if it's just too much to come up from a kneeling pose, you can do alternating reverse lunges here, just alternating the foot that steps back. Okay, on to our third round. Back to those bicycle squats. So as I was saying before, bring your elbows out, but not so far out that your ribs way open, way up, right? Because we want to keep that core engagement. So can you get a little bit lower? Should be nice and warm. I bet you can. Not I bet you can. I know you can. Drop that booty to the mat. And then make sure you're squeezing your buns to come up. So working our obliques in this one, the muscles that run along our side body. All right. I'm going to go on this side. So I'm grounding my left leg, stepping the right leg back. If you're feeling extra spicy, you can do a full kick as you come up. Start with the knee and then extend through the heel. But if that's too much, stick with the knee drive. So as you come up, think about the knee driving up and then the heel pressing forward. Gets the heart rate up a little bit. Also strengthens into the right quad. All right, we're gonna do the same thing on the left. So the right leg is gonna stay grounded. Whew. I'm getting my heart rate up before we even get to that Tabata finisher. All right, all four corners of the right foot in the mat. Drive the left leg up and back. Whew, back of my left leg is tight. Lost my balance, happens. Just recenter and get right back into it. Oh, I went for a run yesterday and I hiked this morning. My legs need some TLC. I'll definitely be doing a stretch after this. All right, now we have those plies, and I'm gonna make it extra spicy by hanging out down in the bottom the entire time, but if you wanna continue to lift and lower, you can lift and lower. Otherwise, if you wanna join me, buckle your seatbelt. We're gonna come down, And we're just gonna alternate lifting heels. So remember, heels in, toes out, knees pressing out. Give that booty a squeeze. And then again, think about these front ribs knitting in to stabilize your core. And you can have your hands out, or you can bring them behind your head, which makes it extra challenging. And then find that imaginary string that's lifting your chest up towards the ceiling. Oh my goodness, my inner thighs are on fire. Woo! Thought that was never gonna ring. All right, so back down to the last round of our kneeling get-ups. And after this, we're gonna have a minute while I explain the Tabata, and you're gonna rest. So again, here, if you want to bring your hands behind your head into a prisoner, so it's like a prisoner squat as you come up, makes it a little bit more challenging. All right, last 20 seconds of this move, last 20 seconds of our strength circuit. I actually really like filming in here. Might start to see my family room a lot more. All right, so like I said, you have a minute rest. Grab a drink of water, walk around. If you don't need the minute, you can hold a plank or you can do some more squats, totally up to you. We have two moves. So as you likely know, a Tabata is a HIIT format, high intensity interval training, where we work for 20 seconds, all out, 10 seconds to recover, and then we jump back in for 20 seconds. There are 8 20-second work intervals. We have 2 exercises. The first is a triple extension, so it's a hinge, fingertips go back, and then come up towards the ceiling on your tippy toes. And then the second one is a low squat walk. Come up onto your tippy toes and then come back down. So we have about 20 seconds before we jump in. Make sure you're rested, and in those 20-second work periods, make sure that you're working to the fullest extent that you can. All right, we're on in 5 seconds with that triple extension. So it's a hinge, come up, hinge, squeeze your glutes. Woo, lost my balance. So this is gonna get your heart rate elevated, even though we're not actually jumping. Okay, come to one end of the mat, lower down into a squat, and we're gonna take 2 steps in that squat, and then come up onto your tippy toes. Low squat walk, tippy toes. So yes, it's a lot of calf work here in our Tabata. Make sure you keep those buns squeezed and the knees tracking out over the toes. Okay, that was round 1. We have 3 more. Get ready for those triple extensions. So hinge and lift, hinge and lift. My nubby rug here is giving me an added challenge. Okay, heart rate definitely getting up there. Come to one end of the mat. We're on in 3 seconds. Come down into that squat, step, step, tiptoe, squat, squat, tiptoe. Let's get a little bit lower and get a little bit faster. All right, halfway there. All right, triple extension at the bell. Hinge, come up, Hinge. Squeeze those buns, quads, inner thighs. And remember, we're not thrusting our hips forward. We're stopping. We're using our glutes to stop at the top. Come down into that squat. I'm getting really low. How low can you go? Up, down. Woo, okay, that was the end of round 3. One more round, and we're out of here. So butt goes back like you're trying to close the car door behind you with your butt. Chest lengthens forward. Imagine someone's pulling your hips back. All right, low squat walk, tippy toes. 5 seconds. Get down into that squat. All right, friends, thank you so much for joining me for this body weight, strength, and cardio low impact workout. It was perfect for travel. Bookmark it, save it for some time when you know you're gonna be on the road and you don't have access to a lot of equipment. Think about everything we just accomplished in 20 minutes, and now you are ready to get out there and seize the day on your trip. Friends, I'll meet you back here on Wednesday with a similar workout focusing on upper body. Same format, 5x3 circuit, Tabata finisher, 20 minutes, in, out, done, check. See you soon.